Here, let's lighten the content a little bit. Here is a Texas secession.
I get asked all the time, when Texas leaves the Union, how in the world will it defend itself? Well, here's the good news. Most people don't even realize that Texas already has its own three-branch military, where our governor is commander-in-chief. In fact, you look at the prospect.
Didn't even say, did he say if? No, he said when.
When Texas leaves the Union, how?
Well, he started off with when. He didn't even say if Texas leaves the Union. He said when Texas leaves the Union. Oh, God. The Texas nationalist movement.
The world will it defend itself? Well, here's the good news. Most people don't even realize that Texas already has its own three-branch military, where our governor is commander-in-chief. In fact, you look at the for an independent Texas and realize that if we spent the same amount of our GDP on defense spending as other NATO countries, we would have the 11th most well-funded military in the entire world. Texas has approximately 8 guns for every man, woman, and child on the soil of Texas.
Bro, none of these are good reasons, okay? This just straight up means that, like, if Texas seceded, the quality of life would diminish rapidly. If Texas seceded, it would be literally the Wild West, okay? Yee, brother. Like, there would be no money. Everything would go to their military spending. It's just, oh, God. We know what happens. Texas's lack of interest in being a part of the energy grid, unironically, when winter happened last year.
Texas. And so let's be honest. Who in the world would be stupid enough to invade Texas? But it's really more important to think of it this way.
Okay. Who's the number one? If Texas is number 11 in arms and military funding, who's number one? Who's number one, even without Texas being there? Oh, that's right. The country surrounding the now seceded nation of Texas. That's right. The United States of America. What is he saying? Also, it just reminds me of the last time that, like, southern states tried to secede, including Texas, because then the same happened and they got pushed in. Also, we know what happens when, like, gun-toting yee constitutionalists. It happened in New Mexico this week. It was pretty funny. We covered it yesterday. I'll give you some updates on it later.
Given the infiltration of wokeness and political correctness over military preparedness that's happening in the United States military right now, can you trust the federal government to defend Texas as it stands right now?
This is such a funny take. Do you trust the 3%er hot dogs to, like, defend the country from the largest military superpower? I mean, listen, if I'm living in Texas and I have thoughts of secession, I look to my left and I look to my right and I see some mobility scooters, okay, and I think to myself, this is going to be really hard to strap a machine gun on top of this and turn it into a technical. Okay? Brother, you can't run a mile. I mean, how are you going to defend the nation state of Texas? What do you mean?
Right now. The only way that we can ever guarantee that Texas will be well protected against external is Texit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. This guy's great. I let him, you know. An ATM that shows everyone how broke you are. Yeah, I saw. Also, Diplo's a bit of a broke boy, like low key. That's what he's got.
Your checkings.
That's all he's got.
Should be your checkings.
Also, this is so, like, this is such a perfect. This straight up is such a perfect Art Basel piece.
Right. All right. Yeah.
Broke boy.
Okay.
That's just one account, so that's true. This you? Another way that fatherlessness manifests in men is by, posting this kind of TikTok in the timeline.
Merch drop, cloak drop, live stream for charity. More individual people subscribe to my than any single event prior that I've ever done in my entire YouTube career. Maybe even combined.
Jesus Christ.
More of you shelled out real dollars, and it wasn't even high quantity of dollars, but it was $3. And you know how many times we've done charity streams where we're like, guys, please donate $1 to charity, to feed the hungry, to research. More of you opened up your wallets to buy my tasteful nudes than in any other event
I'm definitely back pocketing this for future. Okay. This is good to know.
ever done.
I mean, I always knew, but I didn't know it was like, okay.
Ever. Okay?
Good to know.
I haven't checked the number. The number is so astonishing.
Gotta feel nice.
New number. Okay. All right. Okay.
But you're not Markiplier, little bro. I'm not, but I think it would probably make a hefty amount.
All right. So to put it in perspective, like if I did like a merch drop, there could be anywhere from individually like 5,000 to 10,000 people would buy something. That's great. The number of people, and in a charity stream, the number of individuals could be like 10,000 to 20,000 people. So many people willing to help out. That's incredible. Even if the average donation, high, low, big donation, that number of people, incredible. The number of people that made a purchase right now, with just one post, 121,711 people. More people than are currently here watching the stream live, of which there are 97,000 concurrent viewers.
When he does live streams, he gets 97,000 viewers on a different planet.
There were
That's crazy.